Hello, Scorpio. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and I'm here with your What's the Tea Tarot reading for the week of June 2nd, 2024. I'd like to begin the reading by thanking you very much for helping me to achieve 1,000 subscribers. I know in the world of YouTube that doesn't sound like a lot, but when I started posting my tarot readings less than 2 months ago, my goal was to reach 1,000 subscribers by my birthday on June 3rd. And clearly with over 400 videos in that time, some of them have resonated with you, and you have been kind enough to subscribe to the channel and help me achieve my goal. So for that, I thank you very, very much. This week's reading will encompass the same cards that I do for you every week, right? Drawing some cards from the What's the Tea Oracle deck. But this week, I wanted to just do something a little bit different. I'd like to use a card from the Heart's Hidden Secrets deck. I've been working with this deck now for several weeks. Has a great vibe, great energy. It works very well, complements the What's the Tea Oracle deck a lot. I do like it. I might start doing a second weekly reading for all of you using just the Heart's Hidden Secrets deck. That's how much I love it for you. But yeah, so, and of course I will clarify those cards with tarot. So reading will be a little bit different this week, hopefully more insightful for you. Please remember, it's a collective general reading. Not every message that comes through today will resonate with you. And if that's the case, it's okay. It just means it's meant for another Scorpio watching. My hope, though, is that we can hop onto your timeline and give you some insight for the week ahead. So with all that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Scorpio collective now for the week of June 2nd, 2024. What do they need to know about? What do they not see coming? And what do they need to prepare for? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. We have Creepin'. Interesting. Gemini had the first card. That was their first card as well. So if you're dealing with a Gemini or you have Gemini predominantly in your birth chart, you may want to take a look at that reading. Second card, Broke. Could be you or another individual very close in your energy, feeling financially, emotionally, or spiritually broke this week. And then we have Carless. Could be having issues. For me, this card sometimes means vehicle issues. Could mean, transportation issues. If you're traveling, be mindful of that. Electronic issues, appliance issues, and for others, and we'll know more when we clarify, it could also mean you or a person moving rapidly to or from a particular situation or individual. Bottom of tarot, I always say that's what you don't see coming. Bottom of this deck are issues you will have to contend with, but to a lesser degree than the cards on the table. Bankrupt, there we go. Same thing as that Broke card. So feeling, again, spiritually, emotionally, or financially bankrupt this week. Love triangle, third party, multiple lovers, and choices. For those of you who have not seen your bi-monthly look ahead reading, please check my playlist. I do have one for Scorpio. It's about 17 or 20 minutes long. It covers the first 2 weeks of June. For those of you in a love triangle, in a twin flame journey, you definitely want to see that. It does speak volumes about this, and it has an extremely wonderful outcome for you. So those of you on that journey or that spiritual path, please be sure to check out that video. And then we have dirt digging. Someone is looking up dirt on you or vice versa, trying to get more information. So again, and then we have that Creepin' card. So just be very mindful of your privacy at this time. Maybe check your privacy options on your social networks. That's the message that's coming through for me to tell you, just in case you really don't want every prying eye out there seeing everything. Okay, for Scorpio, give me one card here, please, from the Heart's Hidden Secrets deck. I absolutely love this. I can't wait to develop another spread using just this deck. Scorpio, for the week of June 2nd, what else do they need to know? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Your card, Breaking Point. Someone has reached their limit. There's a final straw. Could be even feeling overwhelmed about a particular decision. Bottom of the deck here, we have Healing, Releasing, Purifying, Cleansing, and then Running, Ghosting, Disappearing, Invisible. Remember I had said about that Carless card, someone could be running towards you or you're running towards them, vice versa. So now we have two runner cards. Again, for me, that's another nod to the runner-chaser dynamic of Twin Flame. So please check out that reading. I'll actually link it below for you and pin it to the comments. And then Curse, Hex, Witchcraft, Negative Mind. This could be the person that's watching you, Scorp. So I called you Scorp like we're best friends. Scorp. This person could be wishing bad on you, particularly if this is a triangle situation and their person is leaving them to move towards you, or they have any inclination or indication of that. So just be very, very mindful. Let's get into tarot now. Creepin'. Tell me more about the Creepin' card. Make sure the cards are right. Yep. Tell me more about the Creepin' card. for the Scorpio collective. And that was King of Swords at the bottom of the deck that I just noticed. So again, if you're dealing with a Gemini or have a lot of Gemini in your chart, please take a look at that as well. I'll drop that link below also for you. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Creeping card clarified by King of Wands. Why the King of Wands? Why the King of Wands? One more shuffle, please, and thank you. King of Wands clarified by the Hermit and the Three of Cups. Broke. Tell me more. Oh, tell me more about broke. First card that came flying out, Knights of Wands. Tell me more about broke. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Knight of Wands clarified by Eight of Swords and Five of Swords. Definitely, definitely, definitely check out that Gemini reading. Carlos. Carlos. Please clarify. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Carlos, clarified by Ten of Swords. Why the Ten of Swords? Your cards are hopping hot today. Nine of Cups. Give me one more on this, please. One more. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Nine of Wands. Breaking point. Tell me more about the breaking point. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Three of Swords. Why the Three of Swords? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Three of Swords clarified by Six of Wands and Temperance. This is another twin flame journey reading. I will read it multiple ways for those of you not on the journey, but when I see that card with everything else here, the messages I've already intuitively been picking up since I just started shuffling your cards. This is Archangel Michael. This is the Archangel that oversees twin flames, and I see balance being brought into the situation. So I'm going to list a couple links below for you. I also did a twin flame reading. It's about an hour and a half long. It was my first one that I ever recorded. Feel free to skip through it, but there's a really important message there about conversation coming through in the first 2 weeks of June. Clarity. There's timing there, 3 different timing cards on when actual 3D union will occur. Really fascinating. And then what your mission and purpose will be together, actually working together to create affluence and abundance in the future. For me as a divine feminine, it was a really, really insightful reading. I'm a Gemini, but I'm a Scorpio moon. So this is very powerfully resonating for me as well. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups, Eight of Cups, and the Fool to the Four of Wands. I think we can close the reading right now. Yep. Thank you very much for your time, Scorpio. Let me start clarifying for you. Okay. I'm going to start off with career and finance, and I'll make it real quick. I know most of you are here for love. See what messages I'm receiving. Scorpios, for those of you who are currently in a work situation that has had you maybe up in your head, you're not sure if you want to leave, you have felt very betrayed, maybe backstabbed, you didn't receive a promotion that you thought you would get or a raise you thought you would get. This job, though, or the industry you're in, I feel is a wish fulfillment for you, even though you may not like the environment, or you might find the environment to be a bit toxic, or have some conflict or tension within it. You sometimes could even feel like you're constantly having to persevere or put up boundaries with your coworkers. But it is something that you are victorious at, right? You like doing this job. You do it very well, as difficult as it may be at times for you. You've done some soul searching. Should I leave? Should I not leave it? I think for you, it's split almost 50-50 this week. I'm going to be quite honest with you. Half of you really, really want to leave this job this week. Something is going to happen in terms of communication received, and it's going to make you want to quit on the spot. I don't suggest you do that unless you have a financial nest egg, but that's just my little personal advice to you as someone who's done that before and then kicked myself in the butt going, oh God, why did I do that, right? Mortgage is due in a week type of thing. So just be mindful of that. You could have some tension here. I want to say about midweek. So we're looking at Wednesday, Thursday. So just be very mindful of that. But going back to the job, you like it. You're passionate about it, and you like being there. However, you where half of you want to leave and half of you don't. Regardless of where you are on that, I see an opportunity coming for you this week to maybe have a little side gig. I don't know if this is in relation to your job or some new venture that you want to start. But I do see it bringing financial balance to you in the long run, should you decide to do it. So I feel as if you'll be approached by someone, possibly a person you've had conflict with in the past, or maybe were in competition with in the past, or they thought they were in competition with you. But it does look like there's almost like this person wanting to come together with you. They've done some soul searching, and they want to come together with you to work on this little side project, side venture. It's like you received this small message from them, like a small apology, sort of, let's walk away, from the hurt feelings or the things we've said to one another, like kind of let bygones be bygones. Let's take a risk together to start this new business venture, this little side gig. It can really help stabilize the finances. See that? Four of Wands to the Page of Pentacles. Sorry. So it's almost like this could really benefit us both financially. So let's kind of put on both of our creative caps and do this together. And I do see a lot of you saying like, okay, like, yeah, okay, I'll try it. You're defensive around this person. I think at first you're giving them the side eye. You're not sure whether to trust them or not. But by the end of the week, I want to say 8 days. So, by the 8th or 9th, I think you're really heavily considering going back and saying yes. I think you're going to take some time. I'm looking here at I was going to say a Gemini. Sorry. I'm looking here at a Scorpio that might actually take up to 8 weeks to think about it. Some of you may take 2 months, may take up to 2 months to go back to this person. Take it how it resonates. 2 months, because it would be 3 weeks to the 8 weeks. So some of you are going to take 3 to 8 weeks to really think about it. But I think by the end of this week, you start feeling really good. And then over the course of the next several weeks, you start figuring out the numbers, return on investment, how much time can I really dedicate? Can I balance my current job, my family life, Four of Wands, my responsibilities, and still do this little side gig thing? For those of you that are able to master your time management and do it, I think it's going to be incredibly significant for you. Some of you might even be publicly recognized for the work that you produce on this project in the long run. So just be mindful, there could be an opportunity coming towards you that will offer you some financial freedom or more financial freedom moving forward. This person's been watching you for a while, even though you've had some disagreements with them, but they like what they see, and they know that at the end of the day, you are the ultimate go-getter, entrepreneur, and that when you put your head into a creative project or a business pursuit, something like that, they know that you're very passionate about it. And Scorpio, that's, if I had to name 4 words that define a Scorpio, passion is definitely like one of the first words I would think of, right? Loyal, passionate. So I think this person sees you as someone that can very well be a very loyal and passionate business partner moving forward. For others of you, I do see that you could be dealing, and I'm going to give you the zodiac signs, take them how they resonate. Remember, you might not know your entire birth chart. You may not know the birth chart of every single person close in your energy or that you'll be dealing with this week. So if a sign doesn't resonate, don't force it and don't dismiss the message. You have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You have a Virgo. You have a Sagittarius again. And then we have Aries, and again, Aries, and possibly a Gemini. So take those signs how they resonate to you and your story. In respect to love, you have someone who's been keeping an eye on you, Gemini. This could be a person you had a falling out with. This could be an individual you felt backstabbed by or betrayed by. You've been up in your head about it. You do love this person. You want victory with them. You'd like balance to be restored to the relationship. But there are moments, not all the time, moments where there's moments of conflict or moments of tension, or even moments where you start doubting yourself and you start wondering, 8 of Swords, kind of getting caught in your head, is this person going to screw me over again? Because for some of you, this has been a long love saga of lots of betrayal. But I do believe you see this person as your 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. And so are you guarded with them this week? Absolutely. But do you still want to be with them and you want success? Absolutely. You want victory over the heartbreak with this individual, and you do want balance to be restored in your connection with them. I do see this person has been watching you. I don't know if they're driving by your job. For some of you, they very well could be driving by your home, watching you online. for others of you that where you share a circle with them, like a friendship circle, or they know your family, or you have acquaintances, they could very well be like asking them about you. So take it all how it resonates. Everyone's story will be a little bit different, but this person has been keeping an eye on you. This is a King of Wands. I think when you previously, and it could be male or female, again, general reading, but I think when you were originally in the relationship with the person, or at some point in the relationship, they were more of a Knight of Wands. They were more of an in and out. They were a good time, not a long time. This is my flighty nighty card. Looks good, smells good, but not for a long time. And I think that really left you up in your head, and I think it caused a lot of conflict in the relationship. This person is elevating, or has been elevating, from Knight of Wands to King of Wands. Still smells good, still looks good, but it is now more of a, let me think outside the box. This is like the grown-up version of the Knight of Wands. This is more solid. This is more stable. This is a king that knows what he or she wants, or king or queen. This is someone who is a visionary, and when they I almost want to say set their sights on a particular, I hate to say individual, but individual or person, place, or thing that they want, they conquer it. This is the conquering king of all four of tarot. I think this person has done a lot of soul reflection, a lot of introspection, and this person wants a reunion with you. They are no longer flighty nighty. They are no longer emotionally broke or spiritually broke. This person has been doing the healing work, whether you know it or not. And I believe this person comes back around again this week. Some of you have been in contact with this person this entire time, but I think this first week of June, you start receiving small communication. We have the page here, Page of Cups, small communication of, it's almost, I think you're going to get the feeling this person wants to win you back at all cost, or take the relationship to a higher level of commitment at all costs. Five of Swords could very well mean someone who's willing to fight to the death to win. They do see you now as their wish fulfillment. For some of you, this person has lost something recently, or knows they're on the verge of losing something soon. They could know that their finances are about to be blown up, so to speak. I don't have a Tower card here. Let me see how far down we do have the Tower. This person could feel like they're already in a committed relationship, whether it's marriage or not, and whether there we have the Emperor, whether or not they're blowing it. Oh, look at that. I'm so glad I looked. Whether they're blowing it up or not, or their person is, they know it's coming to an end. They know it. I think for a lot of you, they're doing this. This is the Four of Cups to the Devil to the Hierophant. It's very rare in tarot. I've only had 2 readings in the last couple of months, and I do a lot of readings. I do like 500 readings, public and personal, within like a 2-month period, easily, if not more. And it's so rare that Hierophant comes out next to the Devil. This is the most conforming and the most non-conforming cards of tarot. The Hierophant, yes, could be a Taurus. Devil, yes, could be a Capricorn. But the Hierophant speaks to tradition, traditional family values, traditional conservative way of thinking, not in a political sense, but in a life experience sense, the way someone lives their lives, very deeply rooted in religion, or just very deeply rooted beliefs. I always say the Hierophant card is not an individual. It represents an individual who's not a pine tree that's going to bend, or not pine tree, palm tree that's going to bend easily in a hurricane. This is someone very solid in their beliefs, right? So that's why it typically represents marriage. The Devil, on the other hand, is the largest nonconformist of tarot. This person bucks the system. Could it be someone who is toxic? It could be, depending on other cards that clarify it. Could be someone who is obsessed with what the public thinks, ego, money, sex, drugs, greed, materialism. Absolutely. Toxic personality traits. But when I see it like this, I feel as if your Emperor, because that's what preceded this, the Emperor, the divine masculine, is rejecting, being obsessed. Devil's about obsessions, being obsessed with whatever tradition is in their life, traditional marriage, traditional beliefs. This is an individual who is rejecting it. These things are being made available to them, if you will. This little you know, cup floating out here in the sky, like here it is, and your person is rejecting it. And I believe they're rejecting it because they want you. This is a really big, deep reading, Scorpio. For those of you on the twin flame journey, you have a divine masculine this week who's using all their tools, resources, powers, etc. to want a passionate new beginning with you for the long run. This person is rejecting traditional beliefs. So if they've been stuck in a mindset of, I don't know what people are going to think, that's being eradicated this week. It's something I believe they're doing themselves after, you know, being in this Gandalf hermit mode for quite some time. Like I said, I don't think a lot of you know that your person has been struggling, mentally speaking, with this decision. Breaking point. Here comes the breaking point. I want you to brace for the breaking point because it is happening outside of you, externally to you, but you will be affected by it. Something will be occurring within the next week or two between your person and their person. Whether their person finds something out or something transpires between the two of them and your person's person decides to walk away, or your person finds out something and that's the last limit for them and they walk away. There is heartbreak coming in the next week or two, and I don't believe it's you. I believe it is either your person or your person's person. So I want you to be very mindful of that. When you receive this news, you're going to feel elated. You're going to feel victorious. You're going to be on cloud nine. Just be very mindful of how you transmit that energy to your person. I think what this is trying to say is for you to find balance and compassion, to approach your person with balance and compassion while they're going through this heartbreak, because while for you it is a victory, and for them they will see it as a victory in time, right now for them it's a heartbreak. They are losing Carlos. They are losing another individual that, whether we like it or not, or you like it or not, they have spent a significant part of their life with and has been part of their journey, good or bad. It's still a loss for them, and for some of them in the long run they will be incurring a financial loss because of the separation. So I think what these cards are trying to say is that yes, there is victory coming your way, but to be very mindful and balanced and compassionate, maybe even calculated, on how elated you are over this news, because it could actually turn your person away or turn them off. I don't think it would send them running back to the other person, but it might delay their 3D union, or for those of you not on the journey, the reconciliation, it might delay that a little further. Your person's going to need a lot of healing. They are running from something, from some type of addiction, materialism, etc., that they have felt bound in, almost cursed to be in. This is taking your person a lot of strength to do this, to move forward to you. The next card was Twin Flame. Can't make it up. I shuffle all the cards, I meditate, I burn my sage, I burn my Palo Santo between readings. So this is going to be difficult for your person, Scorpio. Just be there, be balanced. I think the advice that I want to give you is to say something to the point of, like, if you just need to talk or you just need to vent, I'm here. I wouldn't be so quick to give them any advice. Let them come to you. They know that you're there. Be the lighthouse in the storm. Be the lighthouse in the storm. This person is walking away from something. You will receive news. They are taking the risk to build something solid with you in the future. Look at these cards. There's your divine masculine. Good on you, Scorpio. That's what I have for you this week. If you like this message, if any part of it resonated with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. Drop me some comments below. Please share your journey with me. I'd love to see how all of this works out for you. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.